Yes, yes. Welcome in again, everyone. It's the One Burner Bachelor. And it doesn't matter what day of the week it is when you're cooking and you're the One Burner Bachelor. But today just happens to be Sunday. And it is absolutely gorgeous out way up above here from the penthouse apartment overlooking the city on an absolutely gorgeous Sunday. And Sunday is cookout theme. We used the sausages before. These are Jacksonville jalapeno cheddar smoked sausage made with 100% premium pork, and they're fully cooked. So as we've done before, when I think maybe when we saw these, we saw them face down. I started them skin side down with the pan kind of hot just to get them to sweat a little bit. And as they started to sweat a little bit, and it's Sunday, I added some beer. That's what they're going to simmer in now. That will keep them from sticking, of course. And they're just going to get happy there and sit. And what we're going to add to these today is really fun. And we're kicking it up. These are already jalapeno and cheddar. We're going spicy, but we're going with a twist on spicy that hopefully you haven't seen yet. And it'll be something else we can learn. Back from our road trip, back from on the road, the One Burner Bachelor, high back above the city. Good to be home. Hope to see Angelo a little bit later on in this episode of the One Burner Bachelor. We'll be back on a beautiful Sunday grill cookout theme. Okay, we're back, and as we take a closer look here, as these fully cooked sausages are simmering away, I definitely added too much beer. As they started to brown a little bit, I didn't want to make sure they stick. I didn't want anything to get overcooked. So, but sticking to what we talked about in maybe last episode or a very recent episode, if you add too much moisture or liquid like that, the simmering only adds flavor and tenderness and goodness to whatever's in that one burner. Don't dump the juice out and eliminate that flavor. Just turn the heat up some, and you just have to let it simmer a little longer, because that will steam away and cook away till it gets to the level of moisture that you do want in the pan to continue to make your dish fabulous. Okay, One Burner Bachelor, cooking out, in. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. And it's not always easy to film and cook with the camera in one hand and try to do what I'm trying to do in the other. But I'm going to try to do this because it wasn't fair if you missed it. Okay, you can see here that just about all that beer, all that liquid that I put in there to steam away and flavor those sausages and juice them up and get them hot through the middle. I flipped them all back over with a spatula, shook it a couple times, most of them turned over for me. So now to get juice back in that and stay on the spicy kick menu theme that we're doing right here. Rotel diced tomatoes hot with habaneros. And to get juice back in the dish, the whole can goes in there. Juice, tomatoes, and everything that's in there. And I'm going to pause now because I'm going to rinse the can out a little bit and add a tiny bit more moisture and let these do their thing. All right, we'll be back. Most of the moisture from the beer was steamed away and the fat from the sausage, but I got juice back in the pan with all the juice from that can of hot diced tomatoes with habaneros. Okay, we'll be back. Woo, smells great in here. Okay, everyone, we're back. And no, I do not expect you to think that every bit of moisture of that has steamed away and we're now just shaking that flavor around in there. And it might seem like I'm breaking one of my own rules and removing some of the juice from that. But I've got it right here on the side to save because I'm going to need to add it back in. And instead of just adding water or warm water or tap water or unflavored water, all the juices from this that seemed excess at one time or necessary at one time to get the steam and the simmering and the flavor out of the sausage and mixed in with those fancy spicy tomatoes. So so right now we've got our juices from that pan right here, and when we come back you're going to see why we need to add that juice back into the pan. All right, 5 minutes in, smells awesome in here. The One Burner Bachelor. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and what a nice surprise. Angelo has joined us. I can't give him props for opening that can of diced tomatoes. You kind of probably saw it was open sloppily. That's because I had to try to use that electronic can opener, which I'm no good at. But I was able to open the secret ingredient, the special ingredient. What can you possibly add that will need moisture added back into it that will cool the over spicy maybiness of habaneros and jalapenos in a pork sausage with spicy diced tomatoes? What will cool it, flavor it, and make it awesome? Well, I'm hoping a can of cream of celery. What? Yep. That's what's going in here. You see me just shaking it out right now. I haven't added anything to it yet. The can's now empty. The cream of celery's in there. The heat's on low. I'm going to mix that in. Angelo kind of thinks it's a good idea. Is that what you said, bud? Oh, he's stretching out a little bit. So I'm going to... Okay. You need some more in your tummy, bud? Oh, okay. Come up and get a better seat. Go ahead. Oh, no. Okay. Anyways, there's that cream of celery. And we're going to pause here. When we come back, that's going to be mixed around. And we'll see how much of the juice that we saved to need to thin things back out we'll have to add. And there's Angelo now. Now he's going to get a little bit on his tummy. And we'll be back in just a bit. The One Burner Bachelor. Okay. We're back, the One Burner Bachelor, so there it is. Look at that. That's now simmering away. That is the Jacksonville fully cooked 100% pork jalapeno and cheddar smoked sausage links cut the long way and quartered, sauteed in some of their own juice, and then sauteed in a can of Rotel hot diced tomatoes with habaneros. That juice was then discarded because then we added no liquid to it at all, just opened a can of cream of celery and dumped the whole thing in there. That's now mixed around and simmering and doing its thing. If it should get too thick for some reason or we're not happy with the texture, that's kind of why we saved this juice to thin things back out if we need to. But the smell, the texture, the colors, a lot of fun making this dish. Cream of celery just kind of came to me, something to casserole it up, sort of, but not really, and I'm not sure how we're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy it, but I'm not sure what we're going to put it over, what we're going to do with it, but we'll think of something. Okay, under 8 minutes, a good episode of the One Burner Bachelor. Angelo's hanging out here on his couch, high above the city, in our small penthouse apartment. Anything to add, bud, before we go? Love you. Okay, nope. As happy as can be on a Sunday in the city. One Burner Bachelor. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. See you next time. Whoa, does it smell good? All right.